Hey guys, welcome to another book haul. So this part right now is being filmed a little bit earlier than some other clips, mostly because I figured out that after filming last book haul that I cannot find all the books when it's time to film a book haul. So I'll film this one in installments basically. So this clip might be filmed a lot earlier than some others. But the three things that I got recently are all manga volumes. So first we have Death Note Volume 3 by Tsugumi Obata and Tsuguki Ohba and Takeshi Obata. And in this series we're following Light, who one day while walking in or from school, I don't remember exactly, finds a notebook which is a death note, in which basically you write down the person's name, and then in certain amount of time, I think 2 hours, that person dies of heart attack. But you also can write down the specific way the person dies and the time. So, and also he starts killing off criminals, and when international law enforcement agencies figure out that their most wanted criminals are dying unexpectedly one by one, they figure out that someone is doing it. So they decide to investigate. But Light always manages to be one, if not 2 steps ahead. Then I also, in the same trip to bookstore, I got Death Note Volume 4. So my nails are growing out, so it's hard to get the prices of these. And it's not that my nails are that long, but they're just growing out because it's been almost 2.5 weeks since I was at a salon to get my nails done. So, and then the last thing that I got into that trip in the bookstore is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0, which is prequel to the actual series Jujutsu Kaisen by, I think it's Gigi Akutami, I might be wrong. So in this one we're following basically a group of guys who fight curses, and this one we're just seeing how they met. So it doesn't have a lot to do with overarching plot of the series. Like later just tells you how they met. So first we got Kingdom of Fish by Sarah J. Maas, Discoration Edition. So that's why it says Kralevstvo Pepela. Yeah, this copy is a little bit, I know one page has been bended, but it's Minecraft, so I don't care because I probably was the one that bent it. So this 7th book, I think it's the 7th and the final book in Throne of Glass series, in which we're following Selena Saradotian, who is an assassin who, prior to the events of the first book, has been captured and has been working as a slave in the salt mines up until the moment when captain of the King's Guard comes and takes her to the Crown Prince, who offers her to be his champion in a fight to become King's assassin, and stuff goes from there, of course. So yeah, I'll stop talking about the book because it's a big book and it's kind of, even though it's a paperback, really flat, and it's really easy to hold up. My arms hurt really bad because of something I did earlier today, so that's why. So, as I said, the second thing from the same order goes with kind of with the rest, because the second piece is Death Note Volume 5 by Tsugumi Ohba and Takeshi Obata. It's really good, and why it goes with the next batch of books is because I got Volume 6 and 7. I want to get Volume 8 also, they had it, but I was like, get 2 of them, you can always get more. And especially because when I got these 2 and the rest of the things, they were running a promotion, so all my manga comes from the same bookshop, and they have their club card, so I get, if I present the card I get discount, but on this I'm filming this the day that I got these. They had, because there's a book festival called Interliber going as I'm filming this, and I'll be going to it tomorrow and maybe some other days. But bookstores and publishers who are presenting there, they have a special promotion for their books, and the bookstore that I go to, so where I get manga, is one of the bookstores there. So they had in their store some promotion connected to that, I think. Yeah, it's not usually, because yeah, I had a promotion connected to that, so I got way more than these 2. So this is Volume 6 and this is Volume 7. That way, and all his mentions to be one step ahead. And now this is Volume 7, Volume 6. This guy over here, Ryoku, is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. I think that's his name, but. And I also got Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1 by Gege Akutami. I got Volume 0 before, and now it's time to go to main story. Volume 1. Here we are basically looking. We are basically following a group of people fighting courses. I never watched the anime, but I want to, but also manga. You know what I got? So if you have been following me for a while, you know that I got one of the later volumes of this manga years ago at this point. I think 2 or 3 years ago at least. It's definitely 2 years ago, but it might have been 3 years ago, I don't remember. But I got Volume 10. And I managed to find the rest of the volumes through, I think, a pirate site, I don't remember, but I got them. And for a while you couldn't find them in any stores because of manga in general was basically late on printing, but also while it comes to Croatia it takes a long while. But also this one fairly popular manga, which even when you have them in stock at the bookstore, they fly or they fly by so easily. You can basically they got this a few days ago. I was at their site and they had most of the volumes, especially ones that I need, so 1 through 9. I came to the store today, they only have 1 and 6 and 9. Why? How, I don't know, but so I got just volume 1. And here's the thing, I haven't talked about this since then, that I originally read the manga through that site. I don't remember was still even if it was a legitimate site at this point, because I was like, I think junior in high school then, so that was definitely a year and a half ago. So since end of that year I haven't talked about it much. Manga itself, anime might have talked about, but I got Food Wars Volume 1. Yes, I went on huge rant there, but I was hunting these volumes since then. So since I originally got volume 10, because at the time they had volumes 10, 15, 25 and 30 something, so they even can't got the most of the volumes. And I got that one, and I finally got volume 1. And this we're following Soma, who that runs diner. And one day, while Soma is cleaning, he just says he's going to close the diner for a while and go to his friend to work there. And Soma is like, what the heck? Where should I go? And he said basically he kicks him out to this boarding school, which is a cooking academy, and basically ridiculousness goes from there. So apparently okay, so this is pretty okay, I figured out where this volume ends. I forgot, but I still have 2 more things to talk about. First book, I listened to the audiobook. And this I think last year. And the second one, I listened to the audiobook earlier this year, and I finally got them, because first book when I listened to it wasn't my favorite, but second one was. So just in case I won't have to reread them, I got Legendborn and Bloodmarked by Tracy Deonn, because Bloodmarked is a sequel just called up Legendborn. In this series we're following Bree, whose mother has died, and she enters this university program for high school students where she witnesses a magical attack, and which connects her to the basically Knights of King Arthur, or technically they are descendants, but it's weird and I like it. As I said, the first one wasn't my favorite, even though I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, I think at the time. I don't remember, but it's still a really good book. But second one, Bloodmarked, you might see it in my favorite books of the year video. So we're here again. It's the day after I filmed the last clip, and I got 4 more books. I will still hunt on for a few days after this, and won't upload this video because I might still get some, but I'm not entirely sure if I will, and if I do, which day it will be on, so better be safe than sorry. And right now I'll be talking about just these books. So first batch of books I actually read years and years ago. I think it was when I was still in elementary school, because I remember going to children slash middle grade slash young adult part of our library. So we have two parts of the library, even though it's the same library. Just one part is from ages 0 to 14, which is children's library, and the other one is then adult library, which is 14 and up. Because children's library is divided by grade level, so you have children, like really small children with picture books. You have like that, first, then you have slightly longer books also for children. Then you have first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and up until the 8th grade. And I read these books back when I still went there, and as I said, I haven't been there since 8th grade. So we have Legend, Prodigy, and this is Champion by Maria Lu, which are first 3 full-length novels in Legend series. I know there's some kind of extra stories, but it's like the core trilogy that was published. So I'll just hold up the first one. In this one, we're following a girl whose brother is murdered, and so his boss asks her to be spy for the government and to spy on this guy who is like the most wanted criminal in the country. And so goes from there. I don't remember much about it. I always want to reread this, but as I got them from my library, and I didn't renew my library membership for that library in years, because I only used it mostly for stuff I had for school, or occasionally some books, but just 1 year I forgot to update my to renew my membership, and it's been years at this point. So yeah, I have all 3 of these now, which actually will be great rereading experience, because I haven't reread them since I think I only reread them once maybe, but pretty quickly after the first time reading them. So if I ever reread them, it's been years at this point. And Not entirely sure if I read any more of Maria Lu's books since then. I know I wanted to, but kind of I just never did. I was just removing the price sticker from the book, so yeah. And the last thing that I have to talk about in this section is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This is Croatian edition. I just today also have Iron Flame that I already have it, but considering I just got this today in Croatian edition, I didn't want to get Iron Flame in the English. So in English, so I didn't, and I also have that one on Audible. I managed to get it with one of my membership credits as a pre-order, so it's just the day it was available, it just came straight to my Audible library, so I'm listening to it right now. So in this one we're following Violet, who in her entire life was decided to become a scribe, but after her father dies, her mother decides she would actually be she would actually be going into Shire. Is going to become a dragon rider, but Violet has a lot of physical things wrong with her. For example, her joints are really weak, so things go from there. Yeah, as I said, and this is one of my favorite books of the year, by the way. Spoiler alert for my favorite books of the year video. But yeah, that's it that I have right now. As I said, I will hold on posting this video for a few days because at the moment I'm not sure if I'll be going to get more books on the weekend or not. But if I do, I might get some other ones. We are going to Interliber, which is Croatian Croatian International. So it's in Croatia, but it's International Book Festival in Zagreb on a Velesajam. I think the official name in English is Zagreb Fair, even though it would be. It's not the direct translation. Let me just say that, which is happening every year in November. And in the last clip we already talked about it, that they had some deals in the bookstore connected to it. Well, I got these ones on that fair because we went through college on something there, on one of the book presentations. And we basically stayed and bought stuff there while we were there. So I might be going some other day, even though these are the books that I was most excited to get there, mostly because actually this Fourth Wing was the book I was most excited to get there because it's relatively new release, and especially because it was usually takes some time between original publication and in foreign language and then translating into Croatian. So Croatian edition might becomes available, but this was literally in a few months done. So I was waiting on this to go to so I could go there and get it, because it's such a new release, and because it's so popular, the price is higher than some other books. Of especially for when compared to, for example, I got the regular price of this is I think around around 13 euros, and this is 19.99 euros. This telling you something. I was waiting on to get it on discounted price, because 20 euros for one singular book is kind of on the upper side of what I would pay for a book, definitely. So yeah, so this is the last part of this video. We are in my room currently. As you can see, the bookshelf that was over there was moved. Now that's the shelves with the door. So hopefully you've seen that. And the same thing is there, and that cabinet has been moved. But I'm currently can't film in our living room, so and just so I can finish this video, I'll be filming here. So I got two more things. Two of these things are technically my dad bought, but as I'll probably be reading them before he does, I'll just include them here. So the first thing is this book. It's huge. It's about great civilizations in history. So this and the lead editor of this is Goran Uhrenholt. I haven't practiced my German in a year and a half, so this is the receipt. No. So in it we have as I said, we have a bunch of authors here and a bunch of topics. China, Mesopotamia, Japan, Maya, Aztecs. It's all about them. And my mom was like, we were walking around in Italy, but and she was like, look, and I haven't even noticed it the day I was there. And she was like, do you want it? I'll buy it for you. And yeah. So, and it has even pictures. Just check of like different civilizations. For example, here's some of them. This is this is Africa, yes, Egypt. Then we have models of the Americas and stuff like that. Yes, this is Maya, I think. Yes, I think this is Maya or Aztecs. So, and there's a lot more of them. And the last two things that I mentioned are Asterix comics. So we have Rose and the Sword, I think this. La Rose and the Clavier. Yes, the Rose and the Sword. My French is a little rusty. Also, I haven't did it in 2.5 years, and this is kind of special edition book. There's copyright page in the end. La Menzire, the Asterix and Obelix. Again, my French is a little rusty. But yeah, right, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe. Down below for my social media, my email and some other stuff, and I'll see you next one.